Hello and welcome everyone to the Friday, March 14th edition of the Contributor Comms team meeting. As usual, a reminder that we operate under a code of conduct which essentially says to be respectful of your fellow speakers and attendees and generally be excellent to each other. Here at the opening of the meeting, we like to offer an opportunity for anyone on the call to introduce themselves. This is totally optional. I will go first. Hello, I'm Caslin Fields. I'm one of the co-leads of this sub-project. So this is the Contributor Comms or Contributor Communications sub-project of the Special Interest Group for Contributor Experience in Open Source Kubernetes. And the purpose of this group is to make sure that folks within the contributor community in Open Source Kubernetes know about stuff that's going on that might affect them, and also that folks outside of the contributor community know about the awesome work that contributors are doing. And in this case, that everyone knows that I have a very cute cat. And one of them might be on screen up here later. If anyone caught the tails, she went by. Anyway, and my pronouns are she, her. Anyone else want to introduce themselves?
Sure. I'm Chris Short. I'm sitting like this because I had a procedure on my neck yesterday, so please forgive me for not occupying most of the screen. I'm also a co-lead of this sub-project with Caslin, and I've been around the community almost 8 years now, so feel free to ask me if you have any questions, and I can probably point you to the right place. Pronouns he, him.
Anyone else?
Oh, sorry. Also, my dog is at doggy daycare, so she won't be joining us today.
Oh, too bad.
I know.
Animal Introductions Day. Mario, would you like to do any animal introductions?
You've got a few.
We only have an hour.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mario. I am the tech lead of the comms sub-project, and I'm, as Caslin, a co-chair of SIG ContribEx, and I have way too much animals to introduce them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the last time I asked, he said around 10,000 some.
Yeah, with the bees, but fun fact,
Bees.
after this meeting, I will drive to somewhere and get 8 more chickens. And on
Wow.
Saturday, I get 4 more sheep.
Wow.
Wow. All right. Have fun with those. Enjoy the extra eggs.
Yes, those eggs are gold here in the US, by the way.
Yeah. Been like, maybe I should have a backyard chicken.
Or a few.
Anyway.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is going to be one of those days of asides. Would anyone else like to introduce themselves? Totally optional.
Hello everyone, my name is Mohit and I'm a student. I'm in my final year, like doing major in computer science, and I'm trying to contribute like Kubernetes from past couple of months, and yeah, that's all about me.
Welcome. Excited to have you. Anyone else?
Hi everyone. Am I audible?
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So, hi Abdullah this side. So I am from India. So I am a full stack AI engineer at Veritas.ai. And I just discovered, not discovered, like I have just contributed some of the documentation on the Kubernetes previous week. And this is my first ContribEx meeting. So yeah.
Awesome.
Welcome. So you're interested in Last Week in Kubernetes, is that right? The newsletter?
Yeah, so I have been using Kubernetes, but didn't thought of contributing and all those. So I'm looking forward for that. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the
Sweet.
community. Excellent. Anyone else?
I think that's it.
All right. Another reminder, this is a very casual call, as you have seen so far. So don't be afraid to pop in, ask a question, use the chat if you'd like, if you're more comfortable doing that. We welcome the conversation.
Yeah.
And final housekeeping item. we like to ask if anyone would be up for taking the role of note taker today. So, as we go along through our discussion today, we like to try to keep notes so that if anyone missed the meeting, they can catch up via notes if that's their preferred method. So, it's useful to have someone volunteer to follow along with the discussion and take notes as best you can in the notes doc. Would anyone like to volunteer to be note taker today?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
Where do I find the notes link in the Slack channel?
Well,
on.
yeah, technically it is in there. It's
Yeah.
also in the chat. Let me send it again in case it didn't copy over or something.
Yep.
Yep. So it's in the meeting chat. If you can find it there. That work?
Yeah. Okay, let me
Cool.
add myself here.
Yeah, feel
Yeah.
free. Yeah.
And or in the note taker position up here.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
copy it up there. Yeah, or something. Sometimes I duplicate the person and sometimes I just have them there. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Unless you try to control F yourself later and count how many meetings you were in, then it can get a
Ooh.
little confusing, but
Yeah.
which I do sometimes for work purposes. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything throughout, please don't hesitate to let us know. So, starting off our agenda with messages of the week. So, this section is for thinking through what's going on in the Kubernetes community right now to see if there's anything particularly happening in the next week or very soon that we should highlight in Last Week in Kubernetes Development, the newsletter, or on social media. And the number one is new contributor orientation is next week. I think I said that last week, but I was wrong. It's actually this coming Tuesday.
I blame the time change.
Yeah, I'll take that. So I'll put that in here. We definitely need some social media about that. New contributor
Oof.
orientation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I keep meaning to do that and I haven't done it yet. But I did let the chairs of the various SIGs know that we were doing it next week and ask them to update the slides with any new requests that they wanted to share. So we've got that at least. And I'm very excited to have a new person giving the Americas edition. I keep meaning to reach out to someone, Mario, who was interested in running the EMEA one back when we first started this. I need to reach out to them and see if they want to hop in. Might take a couple of rounds. Other messages of the week. Anything going on in the Kubernetes community that we need to be talking about? I say that and I laugh internally to myself. Is there anything going on in the Kubernetes community right now? Perhaps that people are busily preparing for or worried about?
I mean,
Remind me what day the maintainer summit is.
2
30
weeks from now.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Monday, 2 weeks from now.
Got it.
It's almost over, Mario.
31st.
Yeah, but I will probably be the chair for NA as well.
Do you need
someone needs
another
to carry
chair?
over.
The idea is that we carry or what we discussed with Bob is basically that it's like a 1-year service. So
Okay.
EU and NA will have the same chairs, and because when
Yeah.
NA is happening, the planning for EU should already be in place, or at least further down the road than it had been for London. So
Mhm.
the idea is that there will be new chairs for 2026.
Cool.
Wait. If the idea is because EU and NA are overlapping, do they want the new cohort of leaders to be starting as the old cohort? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I see
we are
what you're doing
still
there.
doing stuff for NA, but the other ones are still already starting for EU.
Okay.
That's smart, actually. Smarter than
that's
the way
real
I was
smart.
thinking about it.
Yes, exactly. The way we've done it before, yes, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Wow.
So is the
Having
year-long
overlap.
commitment like June to June or something like that?
Yeah, we have not yet figured. I mean, we just talked about it and said that, hey, let's do 2 rounds. So let's combine NA and EU, and then continue with our findings, because we had a lot of findings as we are doing this the first time. But it will probably sell out. So we only have
Nice.
50 more spaces left. So we are already at 300.
Exciting. It could be giant if it takes
Yeah.
off. So
Question on, do we have like requirements for attendees like we did for the contributor summits of
Yes.
past? Okay, cool.
Yes,
Just making
yes.
sure.
Yeah,
Just making
they
sure.
are quite strict. So it's you need to be an org member of incubating or graduated project. You need to be a maintainer for a sandbox project, or you need to be a tech lead or a TOC member to join.
Got it. So
a lot more groups, but still restricted groups.
great. Okay. Yeah, I got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because
And
someone
you
was
can
asking me
apply-
what the specific requirements were, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it's on the event page, but
It is. It is.
Yes.
It is.
And I just
basically
pulled
the
it up,
biggest-
and there it is.
Yeah, we get that question a lot. Our note taker is probably over here going, what on earth are they talking about? What do I need to write down here? And let me let you know, you're doing the correct thing right now. You don't really need to write down any of this. Because the Maintainer Summit stuff is not inside of our group, and the
No.
communications for it are actually handled separately. So we're just checking in on it because it is a big thing that's going on. But we don't actually need to write anything down. But thank you, Mario, for doing that. And I'm excited for you to maybe have a little break.
Yes. Same.
Wait, am I also
mean,
going to see you in
I'm-
Vegas?
Oh, Vegas.
Oh,
no, I
no.
not. No, I will not come to Vegas.
Okay.
I will not come to Vegas.
I am sad, but also very glad, because that sounds like way too much.
Yeah, but I might come to the open source summit to Denver.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
that would be nice.
Yeah.
I asked about Vegas because Google Cloud Next is less than a week after KubeCon EU, and I work for Google, so I'll be there. But Mario is also a Google developer expert, so sometimes he's there.
Very cool.
Anyway, messages of the week. We should probably get back to the actual agenda, especially since I only have 10 minutes.
Oh,
Any other things that we need to have in last week in Kubernetes development or social media messages? Maintainer Summit stuff has been handled pretty well by the comms team, it seems like, so I don't think we need to step in there.
Yeah, and I think the only... Yeah, sorry?
Sorry, Caslin, they might need to reschedule their meeting because of the time zone shift.
Right, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, okay, good. Just making sure you saw it.
Yeah, I think aside from that, they're okay, though.
Yeah.
What are you saying, Mario?
Sorry.
I'm not sure the etcd mentoring thing. When I scheduled the social media posts, I already put in a reminder into Buffer, so this should have gone out automatically. So I think this is also done, but I don't know when the etcd mentorship form is ending.
Cohort closes? Yeah.
Yeah.
It closes soon, right? So we could do like a congratulations to those who went through the etcd mentoring cohort. Would be interesting to do. Speaking of which, that reminds me of an update, which I'm going to go ahead and skip to since I'm here, which is last week, like 2 weeks at least, we've been talking about setting up our own mentoring cohort for social media leadership. I keep promising to create a every other week meeting for that, and I haven't yet. I did talk with Josh this week about finding the documentation on how to run a mentoring cohort. I haven't had time to look through that yet. So I will blame that, even though the real reason is just that I've been doing other things and didn't get to it. But it's totally because I haven't read the docs yet.
How come?
But we are still going to do that.
Yeah.
So social media.
Can you, when you get a second, not a high
Yeah.
priority, just send me the link to the docs, please?
Yeah. I also need to find them, so I will try to do that.
Oh, well, I can work on finding them.
Yeah, you could do that too. That works. They should be easy to find. They're probably just in the mentoring repo within community. Okay,
Yeah.
community. Mentoring docs. That is a thing that will happen if you're interested in helping us with running the many social media accounts that we run on behalf of the project. Please let me know. I would love to help you get up to speed. I might be slow at it, but I will eventually do it. And I see that we have one other item already in the agenda, so let's go ahead and talk about that. Updates on blogs.
So yeah, Tim put a PR against the Kubernetes IO site. Sorry, brain slow. Outlining, what what blogs exist, how to contribute to them, etc. So everybody, please review this. There was also a side discussion overnight this morning or yesterday this morning about tactical changes and stuff like that. So I can find that Slack real quick.
Sounds good. And to give folks a little bit of context, as I do and try to do it quickly, we've been talking about this the last couple of weeks. We have an issue where our group produces a lot of blogs, which is a wonderful issue to have. And we're kind of overwhelming our blog review groups. We do post our blogs on 2 different websites, kubernetes.io and kates.dev. And we have a small blogging team for kubernetes.io, and they have fairly stringent policies around the quality that we need to have for that and how we need to go through the process of setting up the date that it's going to be published and stuff like that. And it ends up being a bottleneck for us. And then we also have to replicate the same stuff over onto kates.dev if we're also publishing there, which we generally are. So we started the discussion a couple weeks ago that there's really not enough review staff to handle 2 blogs. So we've been working with the SIG Docs blog team to figure out what we're going to do about that. And part of that is creating new guidelines on blogging contributions.
So yeah, did we actually communicate that we were not going to mirror the blog series that I can't remember the name of, SIG Spotlights or Spotlight blogs?
So we talked about that last week, and I posted in the Slack for further discussion. Mario made a really good point that, well, I don't know. I think this is what you're talking about. The idea of like just not putting SIG spotlights on both websites so that we reduce the load on the Docs blogs team. And we discussed that in the SIG ContribEx meeting as well, which you were in. And it felt like we were leaning toward the better thing to do really is to probably merge the 2 with tagging to handle everything. So
yeah, but
I did communicate that on the Slack thread, but
yes, I had to remind folks, I think, this morning. So yeah, we'll see. Like
for that.
in the interim versus merging versus, there's a lot of options. All of them are going to take work, but I do think the right thing is combine and tag.
Yeah. I don't think we have to worry about the interim, like only posting on one of them in the interim or something. That's just going to make our merging thing worse when we do it, probably. If we already have everything on both, then we probably don't have to worry so much about merging the content from the other blog into the Kubernetes.io blog.
For what it's worth, I don't feel like that's a heavy lift because you're literally copying and changing metadata.
Probably not. I think anything we can do to make it easier.
Oh, I know.
We would potentially we would do we would need to include like permanent redirects of the old blogs from dev to the new location. So this is something that we should consider, and we would also need to. No, it would only be one source in the future, so this would not be a problem. So basically, yeah, it's we need to write down the redirects for KLS.dev. And regarding the discussion that Natalie again poked is, I think we need to. I will answer that we have not yet reached a consensus because obviously the discussion is, in my opinion,
Ongoing. Yeah.
I was the only one that answered.
Cat.
Yeah.
And
Damn. Okay.
you will see in a second things falling down behind me.
Oh, great. That's my life right now.
That's
Yeah,
what shelves are for.
right.
Yeah, and so basically, yeah, I think we should give us more time to talk this through, because this will also mean that we need to eventually come up who is the owner of the other block, and people would move out of, or how do we define the review team, and what would be like a path from people that are writing blog posts to get into the review team, because obviously they would still reside in comms, but somehow review stuff in the blog.
Yeah.
We've always done that to some extent.
Yeah. The organizational structure of ownership responsibilities is going to be distributed. Like if you tried to chart it, it would look like a spider web kind of thing, I feel like. Yeah.
And I mean, we have
left.
Sorry,
just for
go ahead.
Oh yeah, go
ahead. So I want to do a quick check before I go. Are there any new items or updates and big wins that folks want to mention? I don't know why you'd have anything particularly for me. And it sounds like we're going to be able to continue the meeting, but just to check.
Not that I can think of.
Cool. I was also going to make the joke that we're going to put in redirects for the kates.dev stuff to kubernetes.io. And then someday when .io domains disappear, we're going to redirect those to kates.dev.
Yeah. If we need a spider,
that's a whole other issue. I'm not going to give
like
that background.
Let me
I don't
know.
have time.
But yeah, there's going to be a lot of steps to this for sure.
Yeah. I think so as well.
Good enough.
But I don't have anything new or additional this week.
Same.
Alrighty then. There was a new item though from the SIG ContribEx meeting. There was a request for us to to create 2 blogs about SIG annual reports. Request to create. That came from the chair's meeting, I believe, actually.
Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't remember that, but okay.
Yeah, we discussed it in the SIG ContribEx meeting too, so there's notes there about it. 2 blogs about annual reports. One of them sounded like showing off things from the annual report, help wanted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what the other one was. I'd have to go check the SIG ContribEx notes.
I'm looking.
Yeah, please do that.
2 blogs, one on what SIG's working groups are doing, one on risks to the project highlighted by annual reports. I can copy paste. I have no idea what set off the balloon thing. Sorry.
That was probably me doing this.
Maybe.
Won't do it again? No? All right. Well. Maybe it has a cooldown. Yeah, so sharing more information about annual reports and what's in them is a good idea. It was mentioned that it would probably be best for us to have someone who's somewhat familiar with this stuff work on this. I doubt that we'll get it done before KubeCon, which I mentioned in that meeting as well, which folks were fine with. But we would like to find someone to write these blogs. So the blogs will be about what SIGs and working groups are doing, which is content in the annual reports. It's actually both contents in annual reports. The other one is risks to the project that are identified from annual reports. I also am tempted to put one in there about just what annual reports are. I guess it would be covered in these, what they are. Probably the first one. So yeah. The annual reports should be should be released soonish.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole background story there, which I cannot go into at the moment since I need to hop over to my other meeting.
Yeah, go ahead.
So thank you so much, everyone. It was great seeing you. And I'm going to transfer this over to Mario, I guess. Well, Chris, you're the host. So,
Oh, yeah, I can make Mario co-host. Hang on.
Okay. I'll let you do that and I will bounce. See y'all.
Adios.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the only thing that is basically left would be have a look at the board. Although I guess that not much changed in there.
No, I don't think so. Well, one thing got published. The
Yes.
policy working group spotlight, I think.
Spotlight on SIG apps got published.
Yes, sorry.
So let me share my screen. It's the right one. Yeah, this is the right one. So we have the SIG app spotlight is done.
Mm-hmm. Published. Completely done. Supposedly.
All right. Yeah, let's go. Ready for review. Yeah, it's mostly a blog posts that are currently in review. I don't look there. Oh, I can click on it, right? So way easier. We are waiting for feedback. This has been reviewed. I think this is in the review cycle that we have generally. One of your issues is in review. The add all use cases for Zapier automation. Do you have have you had anything back from Arpit, Chris? Or did you send the draft diagrams to Arpit?
I don't even remember where the draft diagrams went. So let me find those and then I will send them to Arpit.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, cool. I will, I think they're on my personal machine behind me. I forget.
I think, yeah, this add link to. I need to follow up on the issue there because there was this pull request, and I'm not sure if this pull.
No, I closed that. So
Yeah, but there's the other pull request, right?
right, there should be another one.
No, this one is for the contributor side, but
yeah, the other side.
Let me have a look. I need to. This is the one.
Yeah, the review requested.
Yeah, I need to review this.
Okay.
I guess.
I thought there was an issue with icon availability. Or did we update to latest?
I don't know.
Because we're using Font Awesome for that stuff. And The latest, you can't just, like I tried, you can't just actually go in and update Font Awesome because of the way the blog gets built. It actually uses it in a submodule. So every time the submodule updates, that'll bork whatever you inputted, and yeah, circular firing squad of problems. Oh, might have got it worked out.
Can run for your approval. Acknowledge. Looks good to me. Consider using the actual butterfly logo for Blue Sky.
No? What logo is used?
I don't. Isn't there this preview thing?
Yeah, like at the bottom, there should be a preview link. Yeah, the Netlify one. Is it just a cloud?
That's a cloud. That's
Can
not a
we
butterfly.
please change that? Because that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
But that might have been an interim until we update Doxy decision. I forget.
Yeah, this is also a big pull request that need to be reviewed.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Well, it should be simple, I would think.
Oh no, this is the one for the Kubernetes website. So this is something different. This is not Kubernetes.dev, this is Kubernetes.io.
Yeah, that's what you opened when you gave us the preview. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the idea of it being a cloud. But I do understand the need to just link to it. I wonder if there's a butterfly of any type available in our current version of Font Awesome.
Font Awesome Blue Sky.
Let me go find the Kates.io repo real quick.
It's in 6.52 and 6.71, so we would need...
It's not in Doxy right now. Or at least our version of it. I know that for a fact because I went and tried to do it.
No, it's in layouts, right?
No, it'll be in the...
Would it be in the headers?
Theme, in the themes under that, it would be there somewhere. I forget where. Let me go find the repo so I can clone it.
Yeah, we have 47470, and we would need 6 something.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna see. We have 470, you said, or 2?
470.
Okay, thanks. Let me find any kind of butterfly. See if it's in our version. No, they don't even have a butterfly one. Never mind.
I mean, 4 is... Font Awesome 4 is from 10th October 2016.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's old. And I'm not seeing a potential alternative in Font Awesome.
Easily upgrade versions to version 6. Okay, this probably takes some upgrade from version 4.
Yeah.
A custom guide for you.
Yeah, the I actually went in and tried to just change this file and then any references to it to the new name,
Yeah.
and it did not work. It did not actually render the new fonts
Yeah, I
or
think
version of
I'm
Font Awesome. Yeah, sorry.
they wrote a guide, so we would potentially need to follow the guide. They wrote a
Doxy
guide.
or
No, they wrote a guide for migrating font awesome from version 4 to version 6, and probably you need to apply this to Doxy.
Hmm. Yeah, like it's fixing a newer version of Doxy. We know that.
Okay. So we would
Yeah.
need to update Doxy.
Yes, which is not an easy lift, as we know.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's go back to this. So this is something that will take longer.
Yep.
I think nothing. I don't have any updates on any of the points currently. The only thing is that we are discussing moving new contributor orientation into its own subproject.
Interesting.
Because this was proposed in the ContribEx meeting, as far as I heard. Let's let's see. But this is not decided or anything done related to this. But I think that we should do more organized advertisement for the new contributor orientation, because we always see if we don't do advertisement, then the attendee rate is very low.
Yes.
All right. If anyone has any additional points to this big to-do list, if not, we could end early.
Yeah, I would say end early.
All right, then let me stop the recording.